Let me ask you this. What did you think after the fourth round when she said, I'm done? And her coach is like, no, you're not done. You get back in there. You get back in there. You're gonna power through. What did you think of that?
It's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you it's wrong for this. We as fans, as humans, we put way, way too much emphasis on the importance of a fight. Okay? Now, it's a fight. And it's important to that fighter as they step into that cage for that first round. And it's important for them as long as they are mentally capable of enduring what is occurring, because fighters go through evolutions during the fight. They're strong, they're weak. They're doing well, they're not doing well. And once a fighter tells you, I'm done, it's gone.
Yeah.
You're expecting her. Let's look at what you really have. She lost 4 rounds in a row. Okay?
Bad.
She lost 4 rounds in a row.
And the fourth was a particularly brutal one. Her nose was shattered.
Nose got crushed.
Blood was pouring out all over the place.
And again, for people to understand, let me break your nose and now let me punch it again.
Right.
Okay, you have no concept, because what I'm telling you is, during a fight, fighters don't feel pain the way people think, because there's adrenaline and there's all these things, and it's muted. You feel things, and sometimes you really start to feel them, and as soon as you really start to feel them, you start to lose really bad.
Yeah.
And in that situation where she had lost 4 rounds badly, okay? So what's going to happen in the 5th? You think she's going to come out with this home run shot? Okay. If her mind is still there, then maybe it can happen. But as soon as she says, I'm done, I want out, hey, it's a fight. And did she receive more damage after that statement in the 5th round? Oh yeah, she received more damage. And what I'm telling you is, it's like you can have the greatest car in the world. All right, you can have, be it, I'm not a real great car guy, but a truck that's, the Raptor, Ford Raptor truck. You can only crash it into the wall so many times before it says, fuck you, I'm done. Okay? And is no longer a nice truck, it's a piece of shit.
It doesn't work.
Exactly. And the real question is, how much damage did you do for the rest of Raquel Pennington's career? Because she took extra damage. And you never know when it is, Joe. And I can tell you, I can pick out fights where I can tell you, this is the difference in that fighter. From this fight and that moment, he is no longer the same. She is no longer the same. And so as the trainer, what are you there for? You are there to get your fighter ready for the fight. You're there to be the person that's helping them during the fight, in giving them instructions and telling them how to attack this person and saying, you're doing this wrong, I need you to do this, whatever it's going to be. That's your job. You are there to sometimes motivate them when they start to lose the belief that, I don't know if I can beat this person. And that happens to everybody. I don't know if I can actually, this person's kicking my ass. To be that person, hey, you're doing fine. What I need you to do is this, get yourself together, be that motivator.
Right.
But once the fighter tells you, I'm done, hey, the mind's gone. It's over. Don't put them back out there, because they're not going to perform. They're not going to do well. They can sit there afterwards and say, oh, I'm glad that I went out there. It didn't change any. What changed? The only thing that changed was the amount of damage that she incurred. That's it.
She defended her coach after the fight, but most people would.
That's fine.
She believed in her coach, and she said it was the right decision. But most people that watched that said they should have stopped the fight right when she said that, and I agree with you. And I think, especially when you're dealing with someone as tough as her.
Yeah,
for Raquel Pennington, I'm a giant fan of hers.
Yeah.
For her to say, I'm done, like you got to respect that.
When have you ever seen her quit?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
What's it telling you?
She's battered and beaten down. And
that can happen to anybody.
Yep, anybody.
Anybody. Look at, it's so hard to get people to understand. You have no idea how hard these people are being hit. People get this idea of, oh, I could fight with an MMA. You have no fucking clue how good they are. They are dangerous people, and they hit with power. When you're,
especially Nunes, she's a freak.
Well, when you're cage side or ringside in a fight, and you actually not only see that shot, you hear it.
Yeah.
And you hear the actual impact. It's telling you, do you realize how hard that just hit that person?
Yeah.
You know, and they're walking through a lot of those, man, and you go, God damn, they're tough.
Yeah, that's what I tell people about Ngannou. Like, I'm like, you think you know what it seems like when someone hits someone really hard, and then you see Francis hit people, and you go, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's a game changer as far as his power.
Yeah, it's some new thing going on with that guy. Some new thing. Some new thing. I mean, a guy who's got to cut weight, a natural guy who's got to cut weight to get down to 265. And when he hits you, you literally can't take it. Yeah. The only guy who's been able to do it right is Stipe.
But
because
Stipe's done it
away from everything.
But Stipe's done it. Yeah, and this going into that fight, man, and this is one of the ones, you know, the UFC, they were hyping the hell out of Francis, and I go, man, you are not hyping your champion, and I'm telling you right now, if this fight gets out of the first round, Stipe's going to win it. I didn't have it, and I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but look at Stipe is the more complete fighter. And look at the guys that he's fought. Mark Hunt destroyed him.
Yep.
Okay, do you think Mark Hunt can hit?
Yep.
You know, it's like, it's not like he hasn't fought guys that can frickin' bang.
Junior Dos Santos.
Boom, and destroyed, you know, fought him twice.
Overeem, got dropped by Overeem, came back and knocked him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's demonstrated what he can do. But you got Francis, and he's got that almost Mike Tyson type of mystique about that power. And I understand. Look, you just don't see guys hitting uppercuts that snap someone's head back. Mine can't even do it.
I would say for that fight, that was more impressive than anything Tyson ever did because he knocked Overeem into orbit.
Oh, my God.
Overeem was completely unconscious, toes curled with one shot in a way that, like, you just don't see.
Michael Spinks.
Yeah.
But
Spinks had already been dropped. I mean, he dropped Spinks and had him hurt, and then Spinks get up and he hit him with that right hand. That was real similar. But there's something about Francis's power, and obviously you're dealing with 4-ounce gloves, but you're dealing with a way bigger man too.
Absolutely,
he's 40+ pounds bigger than Mike ever was.
Oh yeah, 275.
Yeah.
The night of the fight,
easy. Yeah.
Compared to no bigger than not even that.
Probably right.
You know, 218 at the most, somewhere in there. So
yeah, I mean, look, obviously completely different sports, and Mike's one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, without a doubt. But there's something about Ngannou's power it's otherworldly.
Oh, yeah.
It's freakish. Like, you see people get hit, and you see this look in their face. They're like, oh, Jesus.
But you've had that same look, no matter if it's you're doing kickboxing sparring or you're grappling with someone, and all of a sudden someone's doing something, and you're like, holy shit.
Yep. There's some holy shit people out there, man.
Oh, yes, there's
some next-level people.
Scary people.